Hey, man, shut up. What? The intro going, man. Hey, how you doing? I hope it's good. So I got a suggestion. NASCAR. I got you. We gonna react to some stuff. NASCAR crashes. I lagged. It was something disconnected uphill, but it's okay. I reconnected it real quick. It was quick. Thank you for this. I appreciate it. All right. So NASCAR's most destructive crashes. Athletes for Christ. Okay, then subscribe. Like. Let's get to it.
See, Tony Stewart just bulled his way through there to get off.
Okay, Tony Stewart.
He's gonna have it too.
Did I say I hope you're having a great day? I hope you're having a great day. I don't know if I said that. And if you like the video, thank you. If you subscribe, thank you. And if you share with somebody, what you want from the gas station, I got you. We get some snacks and make content. Okay, let's get.
Final corner at Daytona.
Okay, then.
Who's gonna get here first?
They real close.
Regan Smith 7, Keselowski 22, Stewart 33, and contact.
Oh.
Smith turned around.
Oh.
Tony Stewart is going to win this race. And a terrible crash coming to the finish.
This is a big wreck.
Kyle Larson's car
This is
with the front end severely torn off.
Ooh. Where his engine? He ain't got no motor. Oh my goodness. That's his motor. He ain't supposed to be right now.
That's in the grandstand side of that wall. Yeah, also a tire and wheel assembly.
As the field came to the checkered flag, watch the white 32 car.
32 is here. Okay. Oh my goodness. It got the motor got ripped out the engine. The what?
And again, Kyle Larson did
The motor got ripped off the car. That's graded, bro. Oh my goodness.
Austin Hill in the 21.
Okay. Car. Gone. We might combine two videos. I might react to F1 videos too.
Okay, Martin goes a little high there. Gordon gets into him. They both have to back off, and then the jamming up starts, and they get into the wall on the outside. The other starts jockeying around. There's Derek Cope. He thought he got through that.
That was a hard hit.
But Martin's going to come right back up in front of him.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, something flipping. Ooh.
Flipping over, went up against the outside wheel fence, back down on the track, and was hit again.
That's the crumpled hulk of Ricky Craven's engine. What's left of it, I should say. The carburetor having been sheared away, some of the intake crushed, and the engine pushed completely to the left. Look at what's left of this beautiful Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Well, there's not much, of course. The roll cage, though, remained intact. This cage built by Mike Rothman did its job. There were some openings here where it had been ripped open by the catch fence.
Keep the camera.
Look at Timmy.
Yeah, right there. We could keep both these battles in this shot. Great job, guys. Down the stretch. Look out. Trouble. Kurt's into the wall. Boyer's in it as well.
I would have been driving like, don't flip. Ah, wall. Don't flip. Okay, we all right. We're going to be all right. Brake. Lock that thing up. There it is. Ooh, that's a motor. That's a motor. Ooh.
Sadler, and look at this. Gosh. Engine is out of this thing.
Ooh.
Well, the whole suspension. It's like the front part of the front suspension.
I want to do a NASCAR race on BeamNG. I need to figure out this server. I need to get this server up and running, bro, so we could do a NASCAR race on BeamNG. But I would need enough people. If you know how to get a BeamMP server up and running, please message me on Discord, Instagram, just something, please, so I can figure it out. Because I have one, but I just can't. Like, people can't join it. Like, even when I try to join it, I can't join it. So I don't know if I did the port forwarding wrong or something's wrong, right? But I would love to do a NASCAR race with people. That would on BeamNG, bruh. That would be so great.
For Elliott, he's got the helmet off already. That is the best news.
You can see he is
in some pain. Oh man.
Oh, he hurting.
I hate to see.
Yeah, he's confabulated. Confabulated.
Engine completely out of the car.
Okay, let's. We think we've seen.
Confabulated.
The lower right of your
Combobulated. He's combobulated. I got it. It just took a second for that engine to start, but it did, and I got it.
On into that Armco.
That's down in a 90-degree corner.
There are 43 drivers in this field tonight, but no one has a more fascinating story to tell than Mike Harmon. Now, before you see this video, there are two things you should know. One, no one was seriously injured. And two, that's because of the safety measures legislated into these cars and the guys back at the shop that build them. Take a look at what happened here in Busch Series practice on Thursday. Mike Harmon comes hits the crossover gate.
Bro, what?
That build them. Take a look at what happened here in Busch Series practice on Thursday.
Is there a break in the wall right here or something? Man, he like hit a corner.
Mike Harmon comes off of turn 2, hits the crossover gate, and then slams into the wall. His car is hit.
Yeah. He said crossover gate. I'm assuming to cross over the track, right? There's got to be like a hole or a gap right here because he that.
Here it is again. The car virtually descends.
That's a transmission. That's a transmission.
By Johnny Sauter.
Here
it is again. The car virtually disintegrates, and then Sauter hits what's left. One more time.
Bro, look at this. You know, looking at this, it really made me appreciate BeamNG because the physics, because whenever Timmy make us crash, the physics, we lose our motor and sometimes the transmission. We lose all that sometimes. Trees is hard on that game, okay?
You can see the driver's compartment inside the roll cage. That's what protected Harmon. Then Sauter comes by and hits what's left of the car. Moments later, the miracle. Mike Harmon climbed out of that car uninjured. Track officials said the crossover gate was not properly secured at the time. Mike Harmon starts 42nd tonight with a provisional, and Dave Burns.
What? He's doing what now? Tonight? You just almost had a real deep conversation with Def, and you going back out on the track. What's wrong with people? What's wrong with people? I get passions and all, but bro, miss this race. Miss this one. Miss this race. Please, because what? Bro.
With him.
He's up in a ball of flame, up into the outside wall. He'll take Kyle Busch with
33.
him.
That's my football number. I was the outside linebacker,
and
I played special teams, and I played tight end for one game because we only had it for one game.
Lap of the Daytona 500.
You see who did it? Number 34. 34 caused it. Number 9 might have caused it too.
Caution.
And then who behind him? Number 5.
Called.
Because there's enough space between number 5 and the person behind him.
Car huddle.
Nope. Well, in number 5 or number 9. That's 34. You know how mad I'd be.
Determine exactly who the winner of the Daytona 500 is. But a horrific crash over there could tell you Brad got out of the race car, as Mike Bagley described. Kyle Busch also got out of the race car under his own power.
Bad crash over in turn 2. Michael Waltrip has hit the wall hard. The car is upside down, and you can see the car is really torn up.
What did the car look like before this? Because
sort of.
Oh, like a NASCAR. I just saw the one.
Boy, he is upside down.
They're fixing up that gate where Michael hit over there. Let's take a look one more time and give that Kool-Aid man on the hood of that Pontiac a wild ride. Now, just coming out of turn 2, that's the crossover gate, and Michael hits the juncture of the gate and the concrete wall that begins the back straightaway. The car is literally sawed open, and you see the steering wheel now sticking out to the left side of the car, and this is what's left. You see the steering wheel now sticking out to the left side of the car.
Bro, what?
The car is literally sawed open, and you see the steering.
Hold on, man. Where did
turn 2? That's the crossover gate, and Michael hits the juncture of the gate and the concrete wall that begins the back straightaway. The car is literally sawed open.
I don't see my steering wheel.
And you see the steering wheel now sticking out to the left side of the car, and this is what's left of Michael
excuse me, I don't see no steering wheel.
Kool-Aid Country Time Pontiac.
Y'all see this like this way? It's kind of blurry.
McMurray says, hey, I was in front the last time. You took it away from me earlier today. He's going to try and take it away from here.
He's hung in the middle. Here comes Keselowski.
Got trouble now. Keselowski's got like on the hard side. Look out, they're going to go around.
Been behind.
Oh, big crash. Oh, and up into the wall. Look out. The caution is out. The race.
A part of me is like, well, why didn't? If you see that he's here, right? When you hear just slow down just a little bit. I ain't saying hit the brakes, but just let off the gas a little bit, right? But then at the same time, it's like, okay, well, if he's already here, I'm talking about this person should let off the gas a little bit. But if he let off the gas a little bit, he might already be trying to correct from being bumped right here. So if he lets off the gas and backs up, then his car, the front end is gonna go this way and the back end is gonna go that way, and it's just gonna go sideways. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna wobble, and it might be way worse than whatever it's about to be, right? So I don't know how to, you know. This one is a sticky one. Like, what should he do? What should he have done? Ooh, the reaction times. All those people though. You see the? Hold on. Do we got a lightning? Do we got a lightning McQueen? Hold on,
the race will finish. And it looks like Brad Keselowski is going to get the race win.
Bring it here. Bring it here.
Brad.
Oh, it's good to see that right there.
Oh, that's so tragic.
That is Dennis Setzer as
boy,
that car is torn up.
See McMurray trying to get in line right here, right behind Harvick, just not enough room.
Yeah, and he had to check up for just a second because he was on the right rear quarter of Kevin Harvick. And then once he goes around, the chaos. Wow, look at Setzer. Wow.
Imagine if this guardrail was not here. Ooh, boom, ooh.
Back with the 3, just staying up high going in the corner.
Okay.
Not following the truck.
We can barely see this. So I'm going to look up F1. Give me one moment. All right, so I found an F1 video of some crashes. I'm probably not gonna watch this whole video, but we can watch some of it. The worst crashes of the century. Daily fuel up. Subscribe and like. Subscribe. Hey. What's up with that?
These are.
Wait a minute. Okay, then. There we go. Subscribe and like. There we go.
Biggest crashes of the 21st century. And honestly, it was tough narrowing it down to just these. So if you guys like the video, let me know and I'll whip up a part 2. So
okay,
when you think of massive crashes, what pops into your head? A pile up.
Raikkonen is out before the first corner and he's gone into the
Fire. A little bit.
Maybe a car going airborne and pure chaos.
But he's going to try and dive down the inside. They have crashed. They've gone into
Aren't they teammates?
Daniel Ricciardo late braking.
Well, the crash that nails all of that has to be Zhou Guanyu at Silverstone in 2022. After qualifying 9th, Zhou didn't exactly nail his start on Sunday.
Lights out and away we go. Sainz gets away well, as does Lando Norris, as does Lewis Hamilton.
Go TV, yep, none other than him. Flew past Zhou, and Gasly was charging up from behind. Meanwhile, Russell had an even worse start. So Gasly was about to squeeze between Zhou and Russell when suddenly...
Oh my goodness. Bro, imagine if that Halo...
No words for that. Absolutely insane. And you know it's bad when other drivers jump out of their car to help. Like Russell, who didn't waste any time running straight to Zhou's car.
Hold on, pause. Wait a minute. What's up? Can we talk about this?
Russell, who didn't waste any time running straight.
He drive cars. It's okay. He drive cars. He drive cars.
Zhou's car.
He's a car driver. He's not a sprinter. He drive cars.
Stuck between the fence and the tire barrier. I mean, have you ever seen a car get trapped like that?
I know how claustrophobic it is inside a race car, and seeing him being trapped in that car, that's kind of like a driver's worst fear.
Soon, Zhou was pulled out of the car and taken to the hospital, and luckily, it was confirmed that he was completely fine. It's moments like these that really make you appreciate how safe F1 is these days, and honestly, I'm so fucking glad it is.
Luckily, I was walking off after I think one of the biggest incidents in Formula 1.
A driver who wasn't as lucky
Halo
as
did him
Zhou
good.
is Luciano Berti. Most of you probably won't know him, since the Brazilian only raced in F1 for 2 seasons over 20 years ago in 2000 and 2001. And the crash I'm about to show you isn't his only one. This guy had some of the biggest crashes, whether it was his own mistake, someone else's, or his car failing.
Oh! Ain't no halos on them cars.
Anyway, after not really impressing Jaguar in his 4 races in 2001, Berti ended up at Prost, the team on its way out of F1. He was desperate to make an impact that season, hoping some other team would notice him and keep him in the game. So that, my friends, would end up causing one of the most terrifying crashes in F1 history. We're at Spa. Berti is chasing Eddie Irvine. The Brazilian is pushing hard, driving beyond his car's limits. Then they come up to Blanchimont, this very high-paced left-hand corner where Berti goes goes for the overtake.
Ooh. That ain't what you want right there.
Just wow. Bertie slammed straight into the wall at almost 170 miles per hour with a crazy 111 G impact. 111.
Ooh.
He just sank right into them, leaving behind this insane scene.
The safety car obviously is out and leading the race.
Irvine quickly ran to check on him as the marshals arrived. They soon found out that Bertie's helmet was cracked in the front. Yep, you heard it right. Back then, drivers had a small hole for the drink tube, which created a serious weakness in the helmet. It was seriously scary. Bertie was rushed to the hospital, where they found he had a brain hemorrhage, almost in a coma, but somehow he made it through. He soon began his recovery, and even though he never raced in F1 again, he ended up becoming a test driver for Ferrari. But thankfully after that crash, they started covering tire barriers with blankets at all tracks to stop cars from sinking under them. A Brazilian I'm sure you know, Felipe Massa, got to test how well those tire barrier blankets worked a few years later. I'm talking
regulations are regulations for a reason. Usually it's because something happened, you know?
Talking about his crash at the 2009 Hungarian GP. At the end of Q2, Massa was in 9th and could have been knocked out, but he was going all out to improve his time. But then, out of nowhere, something really weird happened.
Oh, did his brakes fail? No.
What the heck happened to him? He just kept going straight. And the worst part, listen to
He didn't even try to turn.
Yeah, even after slamming into the barriers, he was
still
revving
going?
the damn thing. That's never a good sign.
Oh, did he
While
pass
we
out or
were all
something?
glued to the TV, hearts racing. Massa was rushed by helicopter to the Budapest military hospital for urgent treatment. And everyone was left asking, what the f just happened? The replay showed a piece of debris smacking Massa's helmet just above his left eye while he was going over 160 miles per hour. The hit was so brutal that it knocked him out cold. Turns out the debris was a spring from Barrichello's rear suspension, and he had actually said that something had come loose just moments before.
Oh, something is broken on my car.
Hey, Sam.
Stay on the back.
Massa got a head cut, skull bone damage, and a concussion. He was in hospital for 9 days straight and went through 2 surgeries. The Brazilian began a slow recovery that kept him off track for the rest of the 2009 season. Fortunately, he returned for 2010, where he scored 2 podium finishes in the first 2 races of the season. But I think we can all agree that after that crash, Massa was never quite the same. He never won another race or had a serious shot at a championship again. I'll let you decide if the accident had anything to do with it. Crashes like this made everyone take a closer look at head protection for drivers, leading to things like the halo. But you know what crash really pushed that change? This one's a tough one to talk about. The 2014 Japanese GP will always be remembered for one thing. Typhoon Fanfone was looming over the Japanese coast and hit on race day, October 5th, bringing buckets of rain. The
water makes things wet. Water isn't wet.
Track was flooded.
Fight me in the comments. Water, I am 1000% ready to debate this. Water makes things wet, but it's not wet. Ding, ding, ding. I'm sorry.
Visibility was close to none, and chaos was guaranteed. The weather was so incredibly bad, the emergency helicopter couldn't even take off. But hey, they still thought, let's race. The race kicked off behind the safety car, but with 0 visibility and no grip, they threw up the red flag after just 2 laps. About 20 minutes later, the rain calmed down a bit, and they gave it another go behind the safety car. Finally, by lap 9, the real action was on.
He's ready to get going, and as they put the foot down, we can get going in a couple of seconds' time.
Things were going kind of smoothly, and the conditions were getting better and better, with drivers switching to intermediates. But by lap 36, heavy rain came back, and that's when chaos truly came.
Red flag it again.
Drivers were making mistakes left and right, sliding off the track. On lap 42, Adrian Sutil went off at the Dunlop corner, crashing straight into the barriers.
Okay, that's my out.
Yellow flags came out, and a crane tractor, yes, a crane tractor, came out to pick up the car with some marshals. 1 lap later, Jules Bianchi went off at the same corner.
Oh, he hit the tractor.
I have no words. Only after that did the safety car come out, with the race being called off moments later.
And they've red flagged the race. The race has been stopped for a second time.
But all anyone could think about was one thing.
And you know what's wild? All of this probably happened because somebody didn't want to lose money. I guarantee you, the majority of this happened because somebody didn't want to lose money. No, we all here. We put this much money into the cars. We put this much money into this. The facility to getting everybody here, to the vendors, to the sponsors, to the do the race. It might not be the main or only factor, but I guarantee you it's a big one, a massive one, because that's ignorant. Like, why if it's wet, too wet, and consistently wet, why are we out here? Every other thing stops, like sports wise, everything. So why? What is? I think I'm pretty. Except it's like indoor. If it's indoor, then it doesn't, right? But it's outdoor, and then you know. Rain comes. Oh, well, is there lightning too? Ooh, yeah, we're done. Is it too much rain? Yep. Oh, well, we're done. I don't understand.
Condition. His Marussia was totally wrecked, and the 24-year-old French driver was rushed, unconscious, to the nearest hospital. He had to be taken by ambulance. After that, not much was known about what happened, and the drivers didn't even pop champagne on the podium. Honestly, after everything that went down, no one cared about the result. Initial reports from Bianchi's dad, Philippe, said that Jules was in critical condition with a head injury, had surgery to reduce severe bruising to his head, and was being moved to intensive care. It was not looking good. The French driver's helmet slammed right into the crane tractor, stopping almost instantly. The car took a hit with 58.8 Gs, but Bianchi's body got slammed with a mind-blowing 254 Gs. Absolutely insane. I can't even comprehend. 2 days later, the family shared that he had a diffuse axonal injury, one of the worst brain injuries possible, and was in an induced coma while going through severe surgeries and treatments. 2 months after the accident, the family was feeling hopeful, and Jules was even transferred to his hometown of Nice.
He was very close to Ferrari. Maybe he should drive for Ferrari one day.
But sadly, he never woke up.
Dang.
Formula One driver Jules Bianchi has died.
He was just a great human being, a very humble guy. He left such a mark in the sport and will be remembered forever.
He was only 25. As an F1 fan, this is the toughest moment I can remember. It was the first fatal crash since Senna in 1994, and I had so many questions. What the hell was a crane tractor doing on the track? Why didn't the safety car come out straight after Soutel's crash? The thing is, it was the usual procedure up until then, and it wasn't the first time drivers had come close to hitting a crane tractor.
That's close. That's not even close. He hit it.
And why the f did they go ahead with the?
Why is a crane tractor on or near the track when the cars are? Why is there not a regulation for that? That's so stupid. Ain't nobody was like, we're gonna put this big old object right here, have it doing stuff while cars are going by 160, 170 miles an hour. Little old cars too. They're not even, that don't make sense. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. That don't make sense at all.
Race, if the emergency
it shouldn't have taken accidents to happen for them to say that don't make sense. We shouldn't do this. Let's change this.
But thankfully, 2014 kickstarted a lot of changes. The next season, car safety was beefed up, and they introduced the virtual safety car so drivers couldn't ever continue racing in situations like these. It was also what finally led to the Halo being introduced in 2018. Please, let's never forget about Jules and his legacy.
This year, his godson, Charles Leclerc, made his Formula One debut. Charles has a mission. The mission to do what Jules should have done.
Ooh. Sound like Legos. That one did too. Okay. Well, if you're still watching the video at this point, I greatly appreciate it. If you have a video suggestion you want to see us react to, please put that in the comments below. Add it to the list. Answer the Discord. We are drivers. That is the name of our Discord. Link in the description. I enjoyed both of these videos. They were pretty good. Thank you for the suggestion. I don't know who I am. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. It's Saturday. Do something fun, hopefully, or just chill if that's your thing. Don't do nothing illegally stupid, because that's stupid. Right. So, yeah, if you subscribe, thank you. If you like the video, thank you. And if you share with somebody, what you want from the gas station, I got you. When I'm not broke. But all right.